The second trailer for Dune Prophecy on Max has been released online, and it gives us some great new footage from the spin-off in Denis Villeneuve's science fiction saga. The trailer touches on the main themes of the show more than the last one did, but it also gives us some additional imagery and looks at characters from the new series. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my reaction and breakdown for the new Dune Prophecy trailer, discussing why it looks like another great installment in Villeneuve's Dune universe. The trailer will be linked in the description of this video if you haven't seen it already. Before I get into it though, if you want to keep up to date on any of my content surrounding Dune Prophecy, Dune Messiah and beyond, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating and subscribing to the channel. But without further ado, let's dive into the new trailer for Dune Prophecy. So the new trailer for Dune Prophecy delves deep into the history of the Dune universe, taking us back thousands of years before Paul Atreides rose to power and the Bene Gesserit sisterhood were established. In just 1 minute, the teaser trailer offers a glimpse into the brewing conflicts faced by the sisterhood as their influence grows. Drawing inspiration from the Sisterhood of Dune novel, the series is set to unfold after the Battle of Corrin and the Butlerian Jihad, a catastrophic event that led to the downfall of advanced technology. And as the Harkonnen sisters Valia and Tula Harkonnen kickstart their ambitious breeding program, the stage is set for a gripping saga to unfold. The Sisterhood in the Dune series guides the Emperor of the vast universe, shaping its course in a way that they believe will benefit humanity's future. This involves power shifts and intricate political strategies, all seen through their unique perspective. Along with a new trailer to showcase this, we also got a release date timeframe, which has been revealed to be November on HBO, and on top of this, an official synopsis. The synopsis reads, "From the expanded universe of Dune, created by acclaimed author Frank Herbert, and 10,000 years before the ascension of Paul Atreides, Dune Prophecy follows two Harkonnen sisters as they combat forces that threaten the future of humankind and establish the fabled sect that will become known as the Bene Gesserit. Dune Prophecy is inspired by the novel Sisterhood of Dune, written by both Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson." So with that groundwork laid, now it's time to discuss what we saw in this brief new trailer. Firstly, the main thing to note as a comparison to the other teaser we got a couple of months ago is that this one gave a lot more attention to the Imperium. In particular, the teaser offers a sneak peek at Mark Strong portraying Emperor Javico Carino, a pivotal character in this new series. Although he is referenced in Sisterhood of Dune and subsequent books inspired by Frank Herbert's work, he never makes an appearance in the novels. In contrast, his predecessor Salvador Carino plays a significant part in the narrative as an emperor who upholds peace within the Imperium and plays a key role in establishing the Spacing Guild. Based on the glimpses we see of Strong's character in this trailer, it appears that Javico will face challenges from various factions vying for power in the Imperium, including the Bene Gesserit themselves. It looks like the Bene Gesserit may have already influenced him though, as Empress Natalia, played by Jodie May, mentions that he used to value her opinion before being swayed by the Bene Gesserit. In the trailer, she says, "There was a time when you took my views seriously instead of allowing the Bene Gesserit to woo you." Based on the source material, Natalia's marriage to him played a crucial role in fortifying the Imperium, uniting numerous planets under her influence. She sees herself as a vital guardian of the Imperium's security, surpassing even the Harkonnen sisters in their attempts to seize control of the throne. So you already get a sense of how the Order is pulling the levers by gaining the influence of powerful players. In the Sisterhood of Dune story, aligning with the Emperor's faction is also Josh Huston's character Constantine Carino, the Emperor's illegitimate son. Constantine takes it upon himself to involve in the political turmoil, seeking acknowledgement from his father by proving his worth through military intervention. It looks like we got a brief glimpse of his character in a sex scene, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the Bene Gesserit putting their breeding plan in action. Also, the Sardaukar soldiers that Constantine uses to get recognition from his father can be seen in this new teaser, with Travis Fimmel's Desmond Hart looking less like the Sardaukar shown in Denis Villeneuve's movies. But it gives you a good idea of the table setting for a war, and it shows the power with which the Bene Gesserit will have once their influence does hold. Moving on, the teaser also provides a closer look at Emily Watson's Valia Harkonnen and Olivia Williams as her sister Tula Harkonnen. Valia is seen asserting that her actions are driven by a need to safeguard the Imperium, a statement that is bound to face opposition. The footage hints at the internal struggles of the Bene Gesserit, featuring glimpses of skirmishes between the sisterhood and rival groups. And it wraps up with Emily Watson's character declaring that sacrifices must be made. So it looks like there's going to be much focus on the conflicts within the Imperium, with a significant amount of screen time dedicated to the origins of the Order. Valia emphasizes in her voiceover that the Bene Gesserit will pledge allegiance to the great houses of the Imperium. However, in order to attain such authority, sisters must first master complete control over themselves and also their bodies. That includes learning to master the voice, which we do get a very quick glimpse of, along with new planets and a web of political intrigue. Primarily though, it hints at the origins of the Order's selective breeding plans, showing how the Bene Gesserit became deeply rooted in the Corino family's world, both through politics and sex. It makes sense, as in the Dune franchise, the Bene Gesserit's ultimate objective was to bring about the Kwisatz Haderach, and they achieved this by implementing a 10,000-year strategy to selectively breed the offspring of the Imperium's noble houses, which included House Harkonnen and the Atreides. The Bene Gesserit anticipated that this plan would lead to each successive generation possessing more power than the previous one, culminating in the birth of a child with enough power to become the Kwisatz Haderach. Paul Atreides ultimately fulfilled this prophecy, but the Order had meticulously orchestrated his arrival for thousands of years prior. When Paul was born, the Order had already established itself as a significant player in the political scene of the Imperium, with its members acting as advisors to key figures. The series is delving into these roles as well as the Haderach prophecy, aiming to depict the power struggles, political tactics, and manipulative methods employed by the early Bene Gesserit members to attain such an immense influence. By focusing on these aspects, I think the show can broaden its scope with a focus on both the inner workings of the Imperium and the effect this has across multiple planets and factions. The trailer certainly left me with that impression, and I hope that the 6 episodes of the series will deliver on that ambition. So now that I've talked a little bit about the setup of the series and what was on show in the new footage, what were my overall thoughts towards this latest trailer? Well, similar to what I thought about the previous trailer, this one continued to impress me in its display of world building and showing the expansion of the Dune world with which this spin-off could execute. Seeing more of the Imperium and the Bene Gesserit's rising influence within that makes for a really interesting backdrop to a new Dune series, and it does remind me a bit of the political landscape among differing factions in, say, a show like Game of Thrones. Also, visually, it's just as strong as what we saw in the previous trailer, and it looks like they have crafted a tone that echoes the recent movies, but also feels a bit more ancient too. Furthermore, when it comes to the characters within these settings, there's not too much to chew on as of yet, but I will say that Mark Strong looks like he's doing a serviceable part in the role, and everything I've seen of Emily Watson appears to be in line with what we saw from Charlotte Rampling as Helen Mohiam in the Dune movies. I do think it would have been nice to have seen a bit more from the setup of the story and some extended scenes to really sell that direction even more so. In both teaser trailers, a lot of the focus has been placed on the imagery and the core themes that we already knew about. Of course, this is only a teaser, and I'm sure that they'll put out a full-length trailer in the months ahead, but the way they teased this the day before made me think that we would see a bit more footage. Still, what we did get was promising, and it does have me excited as a fan. Speaking of Dune fans, there has been a lot of hesitancy going into this show, as there was some production issues, leadership change, and creative adjustments in the build-up to Dune Prophecy being made. There was also questions over whether this is indeed connected to Denis Villeneuve's film universe, and according to the original showrunner, it wasn't supposed to be linked to that. However, everything we've read since those production changes states that this is in the same world, just set thousands of years before, with the central prophecy and visual cues of the show being the main links. So to be honest with you, because of the context of this show, I'm fine with it being either connected or not connected to the new film's universe. The only thing that worries me is the fact that they have made a lot of changes beforehand, and that the show is only a 6-episode series. It concerns me that the quality of the final piece might not be as good as it could have been, and the quick changes may have affected the overall state of it. However, if the 6 episodes we do get are really good and the show's length is justified, then I don't think any of these issues will stand. At the end of the day, we'll just have to see how it all turns out, and again, while I do have concerns about the final product and the issues that the show has faced, it might turn out to be as good as this trailer makes it look. But that was my video discussing my thoughts and breaking down the new official trailer for Dune Prophecy. I will be doing more videos during the build up to the show, including coverage of any new footage, images, or updates from the upcoming series. But if you've already seen the trailer for Dune Prophecy, let me know down below in the comments section what you thought of the latest footage, alongside whether it gets you any more excited for what's in store. For much more videos and news on Denis Villeneuve's Dune universe, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.